What went wrong? First and foremost, I don't blame anybody because I had these exact same views. This is exactly how I thought. So I'm making fun, and I'm making fun of myself as a child. This is how I read these stories. How everybody presented them. This is how I understood them. Of course, they were this. I blame failed translation. Some of the translation fails go all the way back to Jerome, 300 years after Jesus, sitting in the cave next to where Jesus was born, trying to learn Hebrew from the rabbis, trying to make a new translation, simply hitting some phrases that he didn't understand, and that some of the rabbis themselves were not 100% sure how to understand the words here. There were things that the church was missing because they weren't plugged in to the ancient Near East like they needed to be. These books are old. These books are much older than Jerome, much older than the rabbis, and they're wrestling with the Hebrew phrases. Once you get into some of this really ancient stuff, there are times where you're going to watch some of these words, you're going to be shocked at what these words actually mean or how these words are actually being used. So we have a massive translation fail that go way back. We have a failure to understand the importance of storm theophany for reading these passages. The context of these stories is storm theophany. Theophany is a theophany, a God appearance, and a storm theophany is God appearing in storm, God appearing in a revelation of his holiness, the glory, the terror, ripping the earth apart, the storm winds, the cloud. He conceals himself in storm because if he didn't, everything would die. Right? The mountains would melt like wax before him. The seas would recoil in terror if he revealed himself. The earth itself is impacted by it. Moses' face glows like light by simply peeking at the afterburn effect of Yahweh's revelation on the world around him. After Yahweh has taken it away. And the people who see the glow on Moses' face, which is the after effect of the afterburn of Yahweh who revealed himself and then took him away, are themselves terrified. This is awesome stuff. So, to understand the importance of storm theophany in terms of the issues of the holy, remember, do the scriptures explain holiness? They do not. They simply talk about it. They use it. They don't define it. They don't explain it. If you're paying attention, you might get close to it. But it's when you really start doing the deep work, the deep dive into those issues that stuff like this begins to come out. So we have a failure to understand the importance of storm theophany for reading these passages. That's the context.